Hi there, everyone. Welcome to the accounting module in Rental Ninja. I want to kind of briefly explain a bit all the details. So I'm going to go first of all into the results, and then we're going to go into the configuration and how we can automate this. So it will be already automate for you and get some of the results, which might be the net statistics of each of the participants. So first of all, in the statements, we will be able to automate the statements as we already know, and you will be able to have what is the net income of the property. That will be the net income of the bookings plus the fees and services minus the commissions of the OTAs. In here you will have all the different breakdown of how many bookings, how many nights, how many guests, and the different information for each of the reservations and different properties. And you have the payments, where we're going to be telling the system what is the payment that each participant will be receiving. In this case, we have us as an agency. If we go to edit, we will view what is the percentage that we can be collecting, the 20% of the rental price, and in this case, fees and services. And also, we're going to be looking later on the strategy section, which is how we define all the information. But we're going to be looking this horizon. We're going to go to pull the booking breakdown to view what is the information for each reservation. So in Airbnb, what is the client's name, how many nights, and what is the different commission that we'll be collecting. And from here, what we are collecting all this information and create it in the payments about the information we define to the system. Whenever we create an invoice, they will be looking like that. You will have your logo on all the information from the issuer, the client, and you will be also defining what is the information that you want to show in here. In order to create an invoice in this case, you will select the button of view. You can attach different sections, you can attach different information, you can partially mark as paid this payment, and also in the invoice you will be able to create invoice. This is the overview section where you can have a look at all the information. And once we're going to go back to the payments, you will be able to review that statements are compiled about payments, and you can also define for which, in this case, the statements are they refer and who is the different recipient. Then you can also filter and search by, which is going to be make things a bit easier. You can see the invoice in this case from here and make a bit more simplifying a little bit the structure. Now, what we're going to be looking as recipients is all the different participants that are going to be receiving the income from the activity. Mainly, what we have in this case is, the agency, and what we're going to be going is through the overview. The overview is the information we have to add: name, email, VAT amount. If we want to compile this, we will be able to have legal information, and obviously on the footer the bank number if you want them to do a transfers or if you want to add any information. From here we have payments received. If you have any payment that you should be receiving, what is the invoices that you have issued, and obviously you can download some of the information and you can have access to all of this. From the strategy, here is the information that will be defining what is the payment from the statement. I'm gonna go to the strategy, and from here we have four different sections where you can define what is the percentage of this recipient, what is the income that he's going to be receiving. From the rental price, in this case, we have a value of 20%, and you can define also individually in each rental what is the percentage that you're going to be earning. And from here, you can define generally, I'm going to be collecting at 20%, except for these properties where I'm going to be collecting at 22, and so on. You will have all the information. From the fees and services, you can also select if you're going to earn yes or no. And if you're going to earn, what should be one ideal case will be that you're going to be not earning, but you're going to be invoicing or earning 100%. So as you know, this is not a cash flow, but it's for collecting and used to create the invoice for the owner, so we know exactly what is the different income that you will be receiving, and you will be able to exclude some of the exceptions. So in city tax, I'm not going to earn any income, even though if it's considered a fees and service for some OTAs or for some of you guys that you might be using with an account that will be connected through a PMS. So also in taxes, we're not going to be collecting any income, but we might have recurring items. Recurring items might be extra service, utilities, and you will be able to add them. If it's a fixed amount per booking that you will be receiving 20 euros, that will be a fee or something that you're going to be earning. Or if you have a fixed amount per rental, which might be for each rental per month. If you want to have multiple of them, you will be able to receive that. Or if it's by statement, that will be by month. So you will have these options to choose from. Once we have the 20% from the agency, we're supposed to have the owner that is paying the rest. So in this case, in the strategy section, we have that the owner is paying, we were paying in this case, as the agency 20%, he's earning 80. But for some properties, he's got 78%, whereas we had 22% for ourselves. And obviously, he has to pay 20 euros for this property for the extra services that we're charging. This makes that whenever we're going to go to schedule statements means we're going to be automating all the statements. So we're going to include the date, we're going to add the name, and we're going to choose if we want to base on the check-in or in the checkout. Right now it's based on the check-in by default, so that will be in your account the same. And when we want to have this automate every month, every quarter, you will be able to select that, and obviously in the section here for which rentals you want and who should be receiving the income. In this case, is the owner, city taxes, and vacation dream home. We recommend to create a recipient for the city tax, even though you're not going to be collecting, but it's just a way of marking those payments and obviously to be able to track from each reservations for each statement what are the different tourism tax that you might have. So that might be the best case scenario, and you will be able to track that. Other than that, so you might have all this information that we already reviewed. The best case scenario from accounting is the strategy and the statistics that is mainly giving you the information about what is the different income that you receive. If you go to the all recipients, in this case, it might be for Vacation Dream Home as the agency, and you might want to see what is the information for this year, what is the net revenue that you might have, compare obviously into the different years, month, and properties. So you will be able to have a bit more overview of the information that you're compiling. Other than that, if you go to the next year, or if you go to rentals, or if you go to the recipients, you should be able to gather all the information specifically for the person that you're trying to search. And obviously, this is going to provide you the information from here. And in this case, it's going to provide you the information by month. You can also export this information and give this information to the owners every month. So it might be a bit more beneficial. Thanks for this video. And if you have any doubts, please let us know.